Good morning, children. Already we have finished history first lesson, and today we are going to see about geography first lesson, that is India and its location. India, location, relief and drainage. Children, you just say in which country we belongs to? We are living in India, and we be proud to say that we are all Indians. Yeah, India is the seventh largest country among the world countries. Among all the world countries, India is the seventh largest country among the world. Here, and second largest country in Asia. India is the seventh largest country among all the countries of the world, and this is the second largest country in Asia. We are proud to say that we are having 2.4% the total population of area. Among all the world area, we have the 2.4% of total area. We have 28 states and 9 union territories in India. In India, we have 28 states and 9 union territories, and many of the states are larger than many countries of the world. Especially if we take Madhya Pradesh, it's larger than Japan. And if we see Rajasthan, it's larger than other countries. Dubai, like that. Singapore, it's larger than Singapore. It's larger than more the countries, more the states, 28 states in India. Many states are larger than any other countries. Understand? Here, now we are going to see about the location of water bodies and the land frontier. Land and water frontier we are going to see now. Second this, and we have 15,200 kilometer land frontier. Here, children, this is India. India madri irka konjam irukku. Roughly I did this. Here listen, the total land area of India, this is how much? 15,200 kilometer. Here we have the land area, and we have the frontiers. Here listen, this is east, west, north and south. This is eastern side, east, west, north and south. In the northwestern side, we have the countries Pakistan and Afghanistan. Two countries are in the northwestern side, they are Pakistan and Afghanistan, and in the north we have Nepal, Bhutan and China. The three countries in north we have. In the eastern side, here we have the Bangladesh. Children, before 1961, Bangladesh was also one of a country. In 71 only it got independence. Okay, so this Bangladesh in the eastern side, and another country Myanmar. At that time it was called as Burma. Burma is otherwise called as Myanmar. These two countries are in the eastern side, and in the south the only country is Ceylon, that is Sri Lanka. This is Sri Lanka. In the south we have Sri Lanka. So these are the the natural frontiers, land frontiers of India. The biggest land frontier we have, the area is Bangladesh, and the smallest land we have is Afghanistan. Understand? And these are all about our land frontiers. And now the coastline. Coastline means it is near the sea, the water body near the sea. It is called the coastline. This coastline we have 6,100 kilometer. We have 6,100 kilometer coastline. In the east we have Bay of Bengal. இதெல்லாம் நம்ம சின்ன கிளாஸ்லேயே நம்ம படிச்சிருக்கோம். In the east of India we have Bay of Bengal, and in west of India we have the Arabian Sea. Arabian Sea. In the south which ocean is there? Do you know? Yes, that is Indian Ocean. In the south we have Indian Ocean. So these are the three water bodies which covers India. So if I ask you what are the frontiers of India, what is in the east, what is in the west, if I ask you the directions, you should say in the east of India we have Bay of Bengal, in the west of India the Arabian Sea, in the south of India Indian Ocean. These are the three water bodies. அப்பனா நார்த்ல என்ன இருக்கு? What is in the north? In the north we have the great Himalayas. The great Himalayan mountain in the north. இங்க north போட்டுக்கல மிஸ். This great Himalaya in the north. So this is the land frontier of India. These are the water bodies of India. Have you all understood, children? Here the one Pak Strait, it divides India between India and Sri Lanka. There is a strait in between India and Sri Lanka that is called as Pak Strait. Children, those who are having the book, you just take your books, take your notebook and take down all the points. They are very important. Without having books you cannot able to follow this, children. So you just take your books and verify it. You take down the notes also. It will be easy for you to learn them. Have you understand, children? So this is the land and water frontier of India. Now next we are going to see about the India and the world. Have you taken this? Now we'll see next one, India and the world. This lesson is very interesting one. If you listen carefully, it will be easy for you to learn. India and world. Here we saw that Indian Ocean is in the south of India. So listen, children, India is in the eastern northeastern hemisphere. The world, the globe, we all know the globe. In the middle we have the equator. The line passes through. In the middle of the world is equator. இதெல்லாம் bookல கிடையாது. Understand? You just, I am revising that. இதெல்லாம் நீங்க சின்ன கிளாஸ்லயே படிச்சிருப்பீங்க. In the lower class itself you learnt everything. This line is called as the equator. It is in a passes in the middle of the world, and upper in this line is called as Tropic of Cancer. This line is called as Tropic of Cancer, upper of this equator, and the lower of the equator there is a line passes through, that is called as Tropic of Capricorn. Say all of you. In the middle of the world, equator, the line passes through. They are the imaginary line only. This is the Tropic of Cancer, upper of equator, and the Tropic of Capricorn, below of equator. Here, where is India in the world? India is here. Can you see this? Here it is India. So this Tropic of Cancer, it cuts India into two equal halves. Okay, children. So India is in the northern side. Yeah, if we divide the world into two four direction. This is east, west, north and south. Okay, so India in the north, and if you divide like this side, so eastern, northeastern hemisphere. So India is in the northeastern hemisphere. Children, you draw in your notebook, then only you can easily follow this. So in the world, India is in the northeastern hemisphere, that is north of equator and eastern side of equator, that is the Tropic of Cancer. It is the Tropic of Cancer, it passes through India. இதெல்லாம் உங்க bookல கிடையாது. You just know. Then you are studying in 10th standard, no? So it will be easy for your future also. So that is why I am explaining this. Time pona kuda parvala, you have to know this. That is the main thing I want. So this is northeastern hemisphere. Then okay, and that we saw that Indian Ocean is in the south of equator. Appa Indian Ocean enga irukku? Where is Indian Ocean? Indian Ocean is here. So this Indian, because of the center part of the Indian Ocean, in this India, our country, it is having contact between the western countries in the sense the European countries, western countries, Europe, and the eastern side also, it is having the trade contact with east of Asia, the east of Asia. So this Indian Ocean, it is having the contact between the western Europe and western side of Europe, that is all the western countries, the European countries. You all know that this Germany, Portugal, Great Britain, Ireland, Switzerland, Austria, Hungary, many Italy, many western countries are there, European countries, that you all know. Before itself we studied that here among the East Asian countries means this Japan, Philippines, then New Zealand, what we can say Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, all the countries. That is, so Indian Ocean is in the main position. So we have the trade contact between this European countries as well as the East Asian countries. Okay, so another important thing is India is called as the subcontinent. India is called as a subcontinent. Why? This is very important, children, listen. India is called as a subcontinent because a continent should have different climatic condition, different physiography, different natural vegetation, different types of minerals, different types of people, different types of languages. இதெல்லாம் இருந்தாதான் ஒரு கண்ட்ரியை, வேர்ல்டு கண்ட்ரி என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க? This is a continent அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. Can you able to follow then? Asia is what are the continents you say? Asia is a continent, Europe is a continent, America is a continent, Australia is a continent, Africa is a continent. So there are 5 continents in the world that you all know, and India is called a subcontinent. Why? Because of the different climatic conditions are there in India. The highest water, the highest rainfall region the world is Cherrapunji. It is in Meghalaya. It is in India only. In the next chapter and all we'll see that. Okay, this is only in the introduction. And the hottest place, that is Thar Desert. It is in India. Many languages we are spoken in India, that is Tamil, Hindi, Urdu, Malayalam, Kannada, Telugu, Gujarati, Marathi, Orissa. Many languages are there. More than 800 languages are there in India. So languages side. In the religion means many religions we are following, the people we are following: Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Zoroastrianism. Many religions we are following. Many national leaders are there. Many climatic conditions: northwest monsoon, southwest monsoon, summer, winter, autumn, spring. Many climatic conditions. Many natural vegetations: tropical evergreen, tropical deciduous forest. Many like that. Many minerals. We have gold mines, then mica, then coal mines, iron mines are there, many others. So all we have in India, That is why India is called as a subcontinent. Have we proud to say India is a subcontinent? Yes, I am proud to say. You just say India. We are living in India. That we can say proudly India is a subcontinent. Have you understand all these, children? Okay. Now next we'll come to the point, location and the extent of India. Have you all understand this? Shall I rub this? Okay. These are all only the introduction. Okay, children. Next we are going to see about its location. Where is India? Where India is location? India is located, we have two lines in the world, that is latitudes and longitudes. Latitudes and longitudes. Latitudinally, India is 8 degree 4 slash north to 37 degree 6 slash north. This is latitudes. Understand, the longitudes 68 degree 7 slash east to 97 degree 25 slash east. This is longitudes. So this is the latitudes and longitudinal extent of India. That is why we are saying that India is in the northeastern hemisphere. Already we saw India is in which hemisphere? India is in the northeastern hemisphere. Have you all understand, children? Okay. India is in the northeastern hemisphere. It is about the India's location in the world map. India's location in the globe, we can say. If you start the class means, I can show you in the globe. We can see in the world map also. Okay, children? Okay. Well, next we'll come to the point. Next, what is the extent of India? We'll see. Understand? Now, the extent of India. Shall I rub the board then? Okay. Have you taken this all? Okay. Now, next we'll see India's extent of India. What is the extent of India? Shall we continue this? Okay. Take down the points then. What is the extent of India? Already I told you about the location, and in India, again I'll draw the map, you just see. Here is Bay of Bengal. Already I told you then. Bay of Bengal in the east, Arabian Sea in the west, and Indian Ocean in the south, the great Himalayas in the north. So this is the extent of India. Now in the eastern side Bay of Bengal, in west there is Arabian Sea, and in the south there is Indian Ocean, and in the north we have the great Himalayas. Understand?